Sometimes I can save it if I just don't try to shut it down first.
All I did was put a table and a baby crib.
Oh
This
god.
map doesn't like when assets are added.
I think there's already so
Okay.
many assets added onto the map that, like the case with like the Raven's Roost or like whatever,
No,
and
they're
now
not
that.
there anymore.
No.
Yeah, yes,
Because-
I'm aware that they aren't there anymore because whenever you added them, the map broke.
Yeah,
It sure did.
It's mostly a case that the map is made of essentially a jigsaw puzzle.
There you go. It'll be fine whenever we post it.
It's just really weird that you can't do small stuff like that.
It's because the main image is just too huge.
Yeah, yes, like small stuff like that is compiling on top of the fact that the huge like map images are there.
Yeah.
But if you need anything to drink, go get it now.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I'm out.
Some delicious cold water to soften the voice.
I'm out of blue water.
No. Start this thing.
I almost threw your pizza out today.
What?
You know, you just put the pizza on the table out in the kitchen. And I was cleaning. I was like,
Oh,
I'll just throw the pizza box out. And I was like, wait a minute.
I'll have some of it when we're done playing. The server's back up to those who are back and want to
Well,
connect.
I was like, oh, wait a minute. Is there something in this pizza box? And I checked, and then there was indeed still pizza.
You never throw pizza boxes away without checking if there's pizza. It's like rule number 1.
Well, I just learned that.
Ah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And remember to put...
It should have
in the
saved
fridge.
fine. So
Yeah, seems to be fine.
Is the babe crib still there?
yes, they're there,
Yay!
but no more.
This place is extremely empty.
It has to be. Actually, I think Sheep still has the images. You can probably ask him to have added stuff on all of them. Shouldn't really be much of an issue.
Decim will call a meeting for the family.
Oh, okay, I'll just stay here and drink then.
A week or so. No, you can come along. You're invited.
Extended family. There will actually be before he gets to do that.
Say a week or so definitely sounds like way too long of a time frame.
Bit more relevant information that he might want to know,
Yes.
which comes in the form of 2 letters.
Yes.
One hailing from Night Song, with the
Yeah.
seal of the Nightingale. And one hailing from... I can never remember that place. Blackhaven. Is that the name of it? I think that's the name of it. With the seal of a hand in a circle.
Oh God, no! I don't know which of these letters I fear most.
What is the hand?
It's the hand of the
Beyond
king.
that,
Oh no!
Beyond that, it will also be informed that a man has arrived at the gate who is demanding to see Sir Alaric about a very important thing that Sir Alaric would not want to be without. The man has incentivized himself by saying that the less they know, the better. He just needs to speak to the good sir. It is kind of a quick thing.
Kind of.
So which one of the things do you want to handle first?
How does the man outside the gates look?
He has a cloak, and he is described as being a shady figure.
So Alaric.
Well, if there's anyone who's equipped to
Yes.
handle shady figures, it's...
He just needs about an hour or so. Secluded location.
Why is there shady figures coming up to the castle, so Alaric?
I have no idea.
It's like a horse with like a black tarp over it.
Mm.
You know, let
They
that
need
be
what?
Haldamir's
Wait, I was-
problem.
I was away. What's going on? What?
There is someone, apparently, who has come riding to the castle gate, who has specifically requested for you. Your character, rather.
Well, that's not great.
And apparently wants to speak with you.
Hmm.
He spoke with some familiarity, suggesting that perhaps he has some prior connection to your character. Decim has just learned this, while Decim is painting or like venting or
Receiving letters.
receiving letters.
Everything happens at the same time, and he's like, "What the
Basically.
hell?"
I mean, with that in mind, like the recommendation would be like, I have these other things to look at, like, oh my god, this.
Yeah,
so,
like, oh
Halldamir,
God.
you go take it.
Someone's screaming outside the gates. Whatever. I need to read these letters. Oh God.
As he stares like wide-eyed in horror, like between the two, like.
Yeah, I don't know which one of them. It's like
The lady can let you go for a few minutes if.
put some pants on. Christ.
You know. This is this is like when oh god damn it, I already forgot the example. Like, oh yes, when Manikai doesn't want to check his email because he's afraid that there's like something that he's like dreading. It's like this right now with Jonas.
I totally know that feeling.
I
If
just
don't
wanna
know, I
know-
won't know, and then I have an
Yeah,
excuse. for
exactly.
having done
It
it.
just won't happen. I was
I
gone.
just want to know what the king has sent.
Well, what?
Well, let's have Alaric. Let's
Yeah.
have Alaric go to the front gates.
Alaric will be will want to get suited up. He doesn't meet shady figures without without being in armor. You know?
Does he
Lady
say?
will help you with
Does
your
he
arm.
say? Does he say, "Man for my"? Oh.
Yes. He probably goes, man. God.
She will move up along his side and say, "A good name, if someone were to choose one at some point."
She is like she is not
Damn
even.
it.
Oh yeah. You know.
She's living up to her drawback.
Yes, she is
and it's
really.
Turns out that some people do.
Oh.
I tried.
Damn, who are
Manikai is like, I
hinting?
apparently have to show him how to play his character.
Yeah, exactly.
What?
You should have given. I should have taken that, and you would have seen some things. Let me tell you.
Oh.
That is a shady
see,
character.
That is super shady.
A man in a cowl, sort of standing outside, a horse. He seems sort of medium height, nondescript hair color, and I mean, you have seen him now, but you're pretty sure that if you like were his brother, you still wouldn't be able to describe what he looked like.
Oh. He is the perfect spy.
As he walks around outside,
Oh, okay.
at you,
I
spread
look-
his arms out and says, "Good sir, would you ride with me
Where?
out of earshot?" Gives you a slight smile. Says, he looks at the guard and says, "I'm sure the good sir will be all right." She sort of looks to Alaric's thick armor and says, as he mounts up and begins to ride a little bit down the road, looking behind him for you to follow.
Alaric crosses his arms and says, "Funny, there's secluded areas in the keep."
He turns his horse and says, "As you will, then," in an annoyed voice as he rides in. These idiots simply did not want to let me in the gate.
Well trained, you see.
Take me to somewhere where we can speak privately. You know what this is about. You don't want anyone else to know.
Alaric will escort him to. Where's empty at this time of night? Time of day.
The dark room.
Where do we have a secluded place?
Yes. Well, could I take this man?
Into the storeroom. Wait,
Into the storeroom, clearly.
Please follow me into the cellar.
Like lead up to the council chambers where Des is like,
Yeah.
like panicking over the letters.
Please, we
Don't mind the ham-smelling body.
somewhere where no one else would want to go, the Raven Roost.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
We will have to do this.
Drag him all the way up the castle.
Oh, what? What?
Just talk to him under the tree. There's a tree here.
There's no time.
Fine, under the tree. Come.
Frowns heavily as you
This
just
is-
walk under a tree.
This is where the kids come and talk
I had found a
quietly.
better place in mind, he says. But if you insist, we must be within these walls. Very well then. It is both of our hides, after all.
Alaric
More
looks
closer, it says.
so confused.
We've been told that the debt has not yet been paid. We're gathering a lot of unnecessary attention. He says, why has your house not complied?
Alaric?
Alaric looks very confused. Like,
If this is not dealt with, he says we will be gone, all of us.
Alaric looks at the man and says, remind me again, what this debt is paid for?
Frowns,
Refresh my memory.
Says, of course. As he will go into his tunic and pull out a slight insignia. What seems to be sort of a golden line on a field of green. So you'll hold that to you and say, see, there you go. Now, why has it not been paid?
It has not been dealt with yet. For
Don't have the time.
we have been.
Else could handle it. You know the importance of this. If this comes out, so look, says, I don't even.
Well, out of character, I have no way of, my mind isn't working of a way to just get him to say what this is about. Like, what wording
I
to
need to
use.
know what the problem is, so I can bring it to the others. And then I need this to be dealt with as quickly and quietly as possible. I've already gathered too much attention. A little more and someone will look into it. It is strange enough as it is.
What is strange enough? You see,
You taking
just-
on the debt. That is not something that happens every day, Sir Knight. We spoke of this.
what did the debt pay? I've been wounded and on Milk of the Poppy for a while. I've not been able to take care of things.
You have been down for so long. Have you not brought this matter to your house? I believe a representative should have found you at this point and delivered the news to them that they owe.
Yes, but you see,
You have chosen to cross the Iron Bank. So it seems a little disbelieving. So although I do not think they will do as bad things to you and me if this is discovered as others. But alas, I suppose if you want to be flayed twice.
Lark shakes his head and puts a hand on the man's shoulder and says, You're not understanding where I'm coming from. I can't remember what this debt has paid for. Remind me. Clearly getting a bit agitated at this point.
He frowns and seems confused. What do you mean you don't remember? Says, there are not two giants in this place. You are Alaric Caladan. You signed the contract. You made the deal.
And I've also been poisoned since then.
Francis, if that is true, then that is truly an abhorrent coincidence.
By the...
Must
By
fear
an
then
old
that
foe.
someone knows that this has happened and are attempting to sabotage it.
Lark shakes his head and says, No. A nemesis before we met. He returned to try and finish the job.
It might seem that way. But when you have that much wealth, you can make anyone sing to your tune. It says, the lions want you, if they know about this, they will spare nothing.
He kind of shakes the
The
man's shoulder.
Longthorn trusts them. If they ask for you, he will deliver you.
Kind of shakes the man's shoulder
If you
and says,
challenge them,
"What? What
if you
is-"
challenge them to a trial by combat, they would ask for him to stand champion. So even you cannot defeat him.
Alaric's just getting very resigned.
You'll never believe it. She says, you might not even believe it. She looks at you frowning.
Just explain, man. Before I get even more impatient here.
I didn't bring what I had then, what we had then. As if if this is a test, then I find it foolish. However, as perhaps I can spark your memory then. We know what the Lion's plan, and we wish to stop it. In doing so, we require trust. That trust was lost after the bets. You took upon yourself the debt so it could be regained. Tricky move, but then sold it to the Iron Bank in order to erase the trail. But it has not been paid. That is strange. It will be looked into, and then they will discover that it is all fake.
What the fuck have we discovered?
At this point, so she said, do you remember now?
Alaric just shakes his head, rubbing his temple with one of his hands.
Will you pay the debt now? Cannot wait much longer.
Kind of rubs his beard and says, it'll be sorted, but just... What did we learn? What did I learn of the Lannisters? Did I
Excellent.
trick the
I
Lannisters?
do not want to say it here. If I am heard by anyone but you, by anyone who already knows, then my head will be on a pike by this evening.
Alaric,
Are you sure that no one can hear us right now? Absolutely certain. Would you bet your life and the life of this house on it?
Alaric thinks, looks around.
Awareness test.
You can certainly make one if you want. Your passive awareness is not picking up anything particular.
Is anyone eavesdropping on us?
Is it Lucas?
Yeah, my awareness is not great. You know,
Lucas immediately goes running to like desert.
Alaric will actually say, I know a place that no one goes for good reasons.
And this is where we will not be heard.
Oh, no one will be there for sure.
We don't have time for this.
Alaric escorts him to the dark room.
Right? Close. Suppose you climb down the narrow thing. Get to the room. Full of crazy images, like the candle.
There's just
You go down first. He follows. She looks around and says, this house is... She looks around. It seems I have underestimated your understanding of what will happen to us if we are discovered. She frowns, looking around.
the chair.
Also, by the way, there's a body down here. Like a man for
Oh,
body
yeah.
is actually down here as well. A young
He
boy is
doesn't really
like...
seem to take note of that. He seems to... Whatever he's doing here is pretty much more important than... Like, if this... Which might say something.
Yes, excuse the gloom.
but none may know of this meeting.
Exactly.
The single
Closed,
chair.
like,
The solitary chair
it's
in the middle of
facing
the
like
room.
the one painting that has velvet over it.
Yeah, the black velvet over it. Don't move the velvet.
He will look at you and say, "The lion's plan, that is what you ask then. You don't remember it.
Alaric nods.
Fool of a knight."
He frowns
Sometimes.
deeply.
Is when the black sails come from the east, the lions will have invited the lords of Tyrell to Lennisport, where they will capture them and hold them all, making sure that the Reach does not interfere in the coming war. Says, you paid, or promised to pay. He sort of looks at you, so that one of the lions who has some sense in him could get enough trust from his family by getting away with this. He has made some bad financial decisions and cost him a lot of wealth. In this way, he would have cleared that up by fooling some fool knight. But if you do not pay, then they will look into why this happened. And he will not get close to anything. And if they, he will not last when he's put to the question. And then this is found out, and we know, and they will find a way. Looks at you. They will always find a way. She looks into your eyes. Do you remember now? Do you remember? Yes? No?
Alaric kind of looks at him, wanting to remember, trying to remember.
Could you do a memory roll?
Christ, what was memory?
Cunning.
Cunning
Cunning.
memory?
Actually, surprisingly, I have 3 dice in that.
Probably sure you remember the name of the Lannister guy, but I mean, you've heard that name before, but and that is just foggy. Moral Lannister would be the name.
Alright, so, metagame-wise, Alaric took the debt from this Lannister so that Lannister can stop his family from the Reach getting involved in the rebellion.
Allegedly, you took some bad debt so that this guy would get into the good graces of his family again, where he might have an effect on how to, well, stop what they've planned. At least mitigate it somewhat, in some way. Man looks at you. Do you understand the importance of this? Sort of looks at the paintings, really disturbed by it, but she looks about this.
Alaric nods.
Out of character, Halldamir, since you noted this in metagame-wise, you could attempt an empathy check. This could be one grand ruse to somehow screw you over. And Alaric does seem to be highly, unconvinced of this.
Sure. My awareness is not great,
Well, I mean...
thanks to Haunted, but sure.
As far as you can tell, this man isn't lying. Then again, he's probably a pretty good liar.
Yeah. He did kind of also not want to say anything unless we were alone.
Now, I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to, but I have to remind you that this debt needs to be paid as soon as possible. At least if you do not have the resources, put in collateral. I know your house has a sword or some such. That should fetch a well price. This is more important than you or me, or this house or that one. He sort of looks, says, we showed you everything back there.
Alaric nods and says, I will bring it back up with the family.
Then you will make it work. If not, then they will come for you, and they will come for the rest, because they will know that you have told them something. So it's all over our heads. They have the reach to do it. And if you also owe the Iron Bank, he said, I at least do not do that as well. Maybe my death will be somewhat painless. She just looks at you, freaked out. She looks around the paintings and says, as illustrated. And she looks to the ladder and begins crawling up. Not really wanting to stay here for longer than he has to.
Yeah, Alaric follows.
She shivers. Try not to look at it. Yes. We don't have much time. It's already taken way too long. It won't be long now. She has to go up to go down.
Yep.
So you basically go to get his horse and to leave.
Meanwhile, back in the council chambers.
Yeah, Alaric will actually go there.
well, before Alaric goes
No,
there.
before
Oh,
that,
Before.
Decimus has 2 letters to read.
He will open the letter from House Karen first.
All right then.